ladies, and welcome back to Sisterland Investors. Today is podcast 88, and we're talking about a spring reset. Spring's coming. We're around the corner. We must prepare, ladies. And I'm excited because spring reset is all about buying the land, creating the terms, and becoming that powerful bank that you ladies love to hear. For those that are new, my name is Elizabeth, and welcome to Sisterland Investors. The spring's around the corner, and this is a season of planting, the season of new growth. And this is a season that whatever you put in the ground must multiply. And ladies, we're multiplying our wealth this season. Super excited because a lot of you ladies here are moms or professional women having their 9 to 5, and this is going to hit home for you ladies. Are you ready? Today, I will give you a complete new perspective on land investing. Because most women come to the business thinking that they need to buy the land, flip the dirt, and work hard, hustle hard. And you don't have to do any of that. But what if I told you, ladies, the real wealth in land investing isn't just in dirt. It's in the paperwork and being the bank. Let me ask you something, ladies. Who in America makes the most money? The person who takes out the loan or the bank that writes the loan? Exactly. The wealthy, they don't just buy the assets. They control financing. They collect the payments. They own the paper. And in land investing, you could do the same thing. You don't need to be a billionaire and you don't need a financing degree, ladies. And most important, you don't need permission. You could get started right now. So no real estate license, no financing degree. I will have to say, pause right here and say, I'm not a financial advisor by no means. And you do not need permission. You need structure, you need knowledge, and you need the courage. All of you ladies have the desire to grow and expand generational wealth. So we need to get the courage to take action. Spring is about stepping into a new identity, as I like to say. We need to do our mental shift, mental reset. And this is starting first with our mind and our identity that we are powerful investors and that we do loans. We're the bank. We're lending our money. Not just as a land flipper, but as a woman who structures deals, a woman who lends, a woman who carries notes, and a woman who becomes the bank. And you ladies are the bank, all of you. So the hidden gold mine, we're going to make it super practical, super simple, so everyone here can understand how easy this is. And it's so simple that a lot of people will say, really? That's how simple it is? You don't need 100 acres and you don't need ranches and farms. Although I love them, it's good to have. You do not need commercial development. You could start with a small parcel under $10,000. That's how we started, my husband and I, and we just continue to roll that money into more. So start simple and start small. So let me give you a quick example for the ladies here. Go into rural counties, wherever you are. Let's say you're in Georgia. Go into your MLS, that's Zillow or Land Watch, whatever you like to use that, and then go an hour or two outside your major city. But don't just look for listings, ladies. Study what's actually selling. A lot of the things are staying on the market for a long time, and a lot of owners are dropping their prices because the market's not moving fast enough. What you want to do is call them, make them an offer. Look for whatever your budget is and pick up the phone and just call and say, look, I know it's been sitting on the market. We're ready to purchase. Here is how it works, ladies. Are you ready? You buy a parcel for $5,000, a piece of land for $5,000, and you turn around and sell it for $15,000. Very simple. But instead of turning around and selling it, you collect $2,000 down, and then you collect $250 a month. You've pulled most of your capital back, and now you're collecting payments. Do you see how simple that is? You have to think like a bank and become the bank. And now you're collecting payments and you're not flipping dirt. You're holding the paper and you're holding the asset. And you just became the bank. That's simple. And here's what's most powerful, ladies. While you're making dinner or while you're at your kid's soccer game or whatever sport they're playing or on vacation, the payments still hit monthly. I like to call them my monthly drips. That's feminine wealth, structure wealth. And you repeat it over and over and over. And you set the terms, 5 years, 10 years, 30 years. I hear some people are doing 50 years now. Whatever it is for you, you set the terms. You're the bank, you control that asset. That's true generational wealth. So become a capital partner. Let's talk about the women who don't want to cold call. A lot of you ladies, I've heard over and over that you don't like to pick up the phone, or you're busy working 9 to 5, you're doctors, attorneys, and you don't want to take those calls. You don't want to send mailers, and you don't want to negotiate. That's my favorite, negotiating. That's okay. You don't have to do any of that. You have the capital, you control the terms. There are land investors everywhere who find deals, but they don't have enough funding. I run into this all the time. Either our money's tied up on land deals, so we look for other partners, other investors that could lend the capital, or someone comes to us because their money's tied up and they need money. And if mine's just sitting in the bank, I'll pull it out and we lend on terms. So ladies, do not be scared. There's so many ways. And this is what I love the most, because you get super creative on what you could do and how you could do it and who you partner and what the terms are. It's beautiful. I absolutely love it. And I think every lady here will love it once you start having that little drip of income coming. You can become the capital. There are land investors everywhere who finds great deals, but they don't have the funding. And this is where you come in as the capital lender. What if instead of doing the hustle, you funded the deal? How amazing is that? It's the easiest. This is what I love the most, ladies. So if you go and find a great deal, call me, send me the lead. I'll be happy to look at it. And if I have the money available, we'll go in it together. Let me give you a quick example. You lend 20K, secured by, of course, the real estate, the land. You earn anywhere from 8 to 15%. Some may even do 20. Again, you as a bank, you structure your loans the way you want. You structure it correctly, a promissory note, a deed of trust, and you're protected by the asset. Ladies, you're no longer chasing the opportunity, you're evaluating it, and that is a powerful shift. So you just ask a simple question, especially you ladies that are already doing real estate. Some of you are selling homes or commercial real estate. Ask everyone, do you need short-term capital? Just watch how the room's energy shifts when you say you fund the deals. A lot of investors, we need the funds. Either they're tied up with other deals or they have a great opportunity coming. And the thing about land, not a lot of big banks lend on land. So this is the beautiful part. Another thing a lot of ladies here do, buying notes instead of land. Ladies, let's elevate this even further. Buying notes instead of land. Some of the ladies that I've met do that. What if you don't even buy land at all? What if you just bought the note? That's another alternative. You don't even hassle with the land. A lot of people are like, I don't want to maintain it. I don't want to be keeping up with the taxes. I don't want any of that. Okay, well, you just buy the notes. Let me give you a quick example. Let's say there's a land note for $20,000 remaining. They're paying $300 a month. If you buy the note for $15K, you stepped into income immediately. No marketing, no closing, and no selling, just cash flow. How simple is that? This is what sophisticated investors do. They buy discounted paper, the notes, and they buy predictable income. It's not like stocks and bonds where it goes up. It's predictable. You're going to get that money. And this, sisters, is how you build a portfolio that feels calm. And that's what we want. As busy professional moms, raising the kids, taking care of our family, we want something that's secure and calm. And this might be it for you. No chaos, no scrambling, just a simple structure. So for those ladies that are already flipping land, buying it under market and turning it around and selling it, here is your spring challenge. Stop cashing out every deal. Hold 30 to 50% as owner finance notes, because when you flip for cash, you get paid once. And when you do seller finance, you get paid monthly. And we started doing this immediately. I told my husband, I love the drips. I love the self-financing because I know that money's coming in. And if anyone stops paying for whatever reason, that land value went up within 3 to 5 years. So this is the beauty about what we do. Because when you flip for cash, you get paid once. When you carry the paper, you get paid for years, ladies, for years. You build predictable income, stable assets, leverage for larger deals. And of course, the one us moms love, freedom. What mom doesn't love the freedom to go and do a volunteer job with your kid's school or go on a field trip with your kid? Because you could do this from anywhere and you're getting that monthly paycheck without being physically at work. Paper compounds and paper can be sold later as a portfolio. This is where land investors level up. So we, as land investors, we've gotten very creative on different ways and different means we can make extra income. And now my favorite idea for the spring. What if 2 or 3 women here partnered up? You should. If you haven't, you need to. Each brings 5,000 to 10,000 to the table. You'll partner up and find a great deal under market. Get it together. You create a small land fund and you buy 2 to 3 properties. You sell on terms and you split the monthly payments. Now you've built confidence, community, cash flow, and of course the courage. And guess what, ladies? You just made a new sister, a new friend, and you did it all together. This is the feminine investing energy and collaborate Sisterland investor groups. This is what we do. And I think everyone should have the courage to do that. Of course, you want to make sure everything's structured right. And that's kind of where we come in to help and hold your hand. But every woman should be doing this. Don't try to do it alone, ladies. We're here to help you, to empower you. And even though it sounds very simple, it does take time. It does take courage. And the most important, it'll give you your freedom back with your family. For me, that's more than money. Spending time with my family, making memories. Because moms, let's just face it, for any mom that has little kids and then they have like a teenager that's going off to college, we know that time is of the essence. They will fly away, flock away quick. So the time that you have them now, it's very important. But even if they're grown, it's never too late to start. You moms can start anytime, anywhere, wherever you are in life. And this is what I love about land investing and being the bank. These are my favorite things. The time that you get to spend with your family, the time and the memories that you make, no one could take that from you. And no money could buy that. The quality time, even if it's going to the school and reading, whatever it is for you, that time is precious. You don't get it back. So make sure you spend the time wisely. Ladies, it's been a pleasure chatting with all of you. Make sure you follow us, Sisterland Investors. If you haven't gotten the book on how to purchase the land, we have the Sisterland Investors Blueprint. We go into detail. The courses are up on sisterlandinvestors.com. Make sure you go sign up. If you want to see it on video, me talking you through. And again, you could just do this on your own too. Go to Zillow, find what's out there and start making offers. And if you find a great deal, come to us if you need the money. We're happy to fund great deals. So again, ladies, it's been a pleasure speaking to every single one of you. Have a blessed spring and get started now. I love you, ladies. Take care. Bye-bye.